aquí, primer episodio de La bola está en tu cancha. Nos encontramos aquí con una persona muy valiosa, Chrisitian Pizarro. Bienvenido al programa. ¿Cómo te sientes?
Me siento bien, gracias por tenerme ahí en el podcast, first podcast.
Yeah, we're trying to evolve. We're trying to do new things, for the culture, for the basketball culture.
Mm-hmm.
So, man, first of all, who taught you how to play basketball?
Taught me how to play basketball. I think it was. I mean, I think basketball came because. I was just like every kid that never always wanted to just play any sport, like just try out any sport. And I used to play baseball a lot, so that was like my favorite sport. And basketball just came because one day at school, I could have never just stay in a chair and just pay attention in class. I just had to get out of the classroom, run, do a bunch of stuff. So I had a doctor that recommended my dad to put me in 2 sports, so he could get my energy to like lower it down, like after school, get home. He just wanted me to go home and sleep. And then that was when basketball started for me. I actually I don't know. I know I had a coach that started like with me since I was a kid, but I just had the ability to like play the sport.
So you was born in Massachusetts?
Yeah, I was born in Boston. I was there for like probably 8 years and 9. And that's when I came to Puerto Rico.
So the journey began in Massachusetts. You playing ball, school, or in Puerto Rico?
Yeah, I was playing like, I really didn't have school because by the time they had, like, we were having like storms, like snowstorms and stuff. So it wasn't really like I really went to school. I started school in PR actually.
Okay. Yeah. So in Puerto Rico, you basically developed your game. Who was your first coach?
Victor. He coaches the CM.
Okay.
The private school, CM private school. He was the first one to like train me.
So he did a good job. He did a good job with you.
Yeah, he did good. Definitely.
So let's fast forward. High school days in Puerto Rico.
High school.
Speak about that.
Yeah, that was the best. I think the best time for me playing high school in Puerto Rico. At first, because I had this coach that he used to like just be free with me, like he'll let me play. We had a good group of guys that, we just like to play hard. And I think it was a good experience for me to play high school basketball in Puerto Rico, because I think the competition, it was kind of tough. So I kind of liked it.
You played for what high school?
I played for Bautista de Carolina.
So who was your coach back then?
Albert Perez.
Okay.
He was my coach in that school.
So the thing is that you were not a senior playing with him, right? You played Bautista Carolina.
I played with him 10th grade and 11th grade. And then that's when my senior year I left that school. So,
but before we get to the 2013-2014 senior season, any stories about that team of Carolina?
I think we were a young group that we wanted to win. I think for me, even though I had a great year, my senior year, I think those years were way better than my senior year, just because my game was different. Just the way, like I told you, my coach was free. Like, he'll let us play. Like, and we were tough. We were playing against harder teams that looked better than us, but for them to get a dub, it was hard. So I mean, I think my 10th grade and 11th grade, I think that was like my best years in high school.
That's great. I noticed that in those years you had a chance to represent Puerto Rico and Mexico.
Yeah, I did U16. I was able to. I was probably when I was 9th grade, going to 9th grade, because I remember I was in here in Florida, and then I didn't like when I went to Puerto Rico, they lowered me, so I had to do 9th grade again.
Okay, so you killed the league.
So I was just playing in public school, just balling out, and then that's when actually I got the offer to go practice for the national team, U16.
So it's basically your talent just showed. Nobody connected you there. It was just you balling out. They saw you play.
Yeah.
Train. Okay. So how was that experience in Mexico? It was good?
Yeah, it was really good. I didn't get to play a lot, but for sure it's always a good feeling to represent your country.
No doubt. You guys got 4th place. Not bad. I know the bracket was
Good.
tough. You had to play versus good teams. Canada, Mexico, Argentina.
Yeah, but I think
USA is in
that year USA we didn't play them, thank God. But I remember when they had he was 16. That was when we were 16 years old. I remember seeing Okafor.
Yeah.
Aaron Gordon. Duke. Yo, them kids were like, he was like 6'10", just dunking on everybody. Like,
no, the roster was solid. Right now, that team had 7 players that actually play in the NBA right now. They had Kendrick Nunn, the point guard from Miami, Jabari Parker. They had a pretty good squad.
Yeah.
So let's fast forward. Now you got a chance to play a couple of years with Carolina, with Coach Albert.
Yeah.
And what happened then? What happened the senior year?
So in going to my senior year, our coach, he was having some trouble. I don't really know the whole details and stuff, but like I remember him saying like, "Oh, I might have to leave the school. Like, I'm not gonna be able to coach you guys and stuff." And like I promised him like, if you're not coaching, I'm not playing there. And I mean, I felt bad because I wanted to play with the guys that I had on my team because, you know what I'm saying, we were connected. We already knew how we played and all that stuff. And we had a good group going to our senior year. And then, so I told my coach, I was like, "Coach, what you want me to do? Like, I don't want to stay here if you're not coaching." So a lot of teams call him, like asking about me, like, "Oh, I remember he called me one time. He's like, I think I had a game with him, but not a high school game. I forgot what league it was." So he stopped and he told me like, "Oh, this team is telling me this team. And I was like, wow, I didn't know what to say. Like, so he started telling me like, this coach wants you here, that it was Bautista de Agua. I remember, I think Aliane. There was a couple good teams.
Big dogs.
Yeah. And then one of those teams he told me was San Benito. So I was like, I don't know where's that at. He was like, "Yeah, that's in Maya West." I'm like, damn, Maya West? Like, that's far. That's deep. They was like, "Nah, that coach is good. I think you're going to like it and all that. So I'm just going to give you a couple of days for you to think and let me know." And I remember by that time I had Facebook, but I wasn't really into it. So I called him and I was like I didn't know how it was Maya West, like how Maya West was. So I was like, I'll go tell coach I'm going to Maya West. And then I seen my Facebook and it was Maya West coach Ivan. He was texting me every day like, "Yo, what you doing?" like all that. So I started laughing. I'm like, damn, like coach was texting me and shit. So nah, that's how I really like decided to go to Maya West, just to see something new, actually.
So we're basically a risk. You didn't know the team. You didn't know who was in the squad.
Nah, I didn't know. I didn't know nothing.
You just trust your instinct.
I mean,
Your coach.
I really knew like the coach because my junior year,
Yeah.
I played him in the Elite Eight, and I think that game I had 32 on him. Like I had 32, and I think that's what coach made him like, yo, I need this kid and all that stuff. But I do remember a couple players from that team. Like I knew, but I didn't really know him like that. You know what I'm saying? So it was like.
So basically, you guys, for guys that are listening and watching, San Benito in 2013, 2014 just created a super team. Something that a lot of people feared when you guys made it to the courts, because you guys just was fucking everybody, just winning championships, getting big wins. Take us through the hoops, tournament. You guys had an amazing win versus top dogs.
Yeah.
So take us through.
Yeah, that was probably one of the like best tournament that we played, because we got to play against good teams. I mean, we get like St. Benedict's team. Yeah, that was like the only team that it was a good challenge for us. But the other teams, it was kind of tough too. But I mean, I think it was one of the best experience for like the whole team, playing a team from the States, and it was ranked by that time, I think 16 in New Jersey, I think. I don't really remember. But I mean, when he got to play against them, I remember everybody just looking at them like dunking and doing all this stuff, acting all scared and stuff. So I was like, I mean, I was already used to it. So, I mean, I was just trying to keep my team concentrated. Like, I don't care if they 6'10", whatever. We played harder than them. They're not used to this. So I think that kept us in the game, just playing harder than them, just wanting the game more than them. And my boy Jaime, he just killing mentality, like he was going crazy on that game. I think we were just having fun too at the same time, and we want to test ourselves too to that team, because they were talking shit too. They were just.
What do I say?
I remember I was guarding this kid. He was from Canada. He was like 6'5". So I was guarding him, and every time he get the ball, he was just saying stuff to us like, "Yo, too easy. Like, we gonna beat y'all," and all that stuff. So I mean, it went wrong for them, but it was crazy. It was crazy.
It was a big boom.
Nobody expected us to win.
They were like, "Yo, everybody gonna play for the second place. It's over." But you guys just surprised the league, and there was a lot of talks like you guys gonna win the McDonald's tournament, and you guys had a great run. Like I'm telling you, each tournament you guys played, Coach Albert's tournament, you guys won. You won different tournaments that were big in Puerto Rico.
We won a lot of tournaments.
And you had chemistry. You got a great team. You got a great coach, and then you guys had a run in the McDonald's. Talk about that experience, and for the listeners right now, the McDonald's tournament in Puerto Rico back in 2013, 2014 is the biggest tournament. It's like the NCAA March Madness. You one loss, you out, and the best teams prevail. So talk us through.
Yeah, I think that tournament for us that's what actually everybody wants to go and play in that tournament. I mean, I know they do a couple tournaments here and there, and you want to win too. You want to be ranked number 1 and all that stuff. But I think the main point is that when you get to that tournament, like, you're not ranked even though you rank number 1 and they rank number 16, you gotta play hard.